But first, here's What's Hot, brought to you by JMMB Group, your best interest at heart. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has decided to forgo his massive salary increase that would see his pay skyrocket to $28.6 million in April 2024. Following public outcry, Holness's salary will remain at his current remuneration of roughly $9 million, and he will not therefore receive any retroactive payments. However, cabinet ministers' pay will move from approximately $6 million in 2021 to $22 million by April 2024. Prime Minister Holness recently announced that salary adjustments for political leaders will generate more interest in politics. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Monday announced a reshuffling of his cabinet. The major changes include Floyd Green being named as Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, taking on the latter portfolio from Audley Shaw. Pernell Charles Jr. is the new Minister of Labour and Social Security, and the Ministry of Transport, also previously led by Audley Shaw, has been incorporated into Darrell Vaz's Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport portfolio. The Office of Utilities Regulation says telephone numbers under Jamaica's 658 area code have been distributed to service providers. The OUR, which is responsible for generating local phone numbers, says it has run out of codes to assign under the 876 area code. The agency said 10-digit 658 telephone numbers will be available to the public once service providers have exhausted numbers with the 876 area code. The OUR also said that the last 7 digits of the new telephone numbers may match the last 7 digits of numbers previously assigned by operators under the 876 area code. The Bank of Jamaica (BOJ) last week announced it is keeping its policy interest rate at 7%. The last time the BOJ increased interest rates was in November. The decision comes as Jamaica's inflation rate for April fell to 5.8% and is now within the BOJ's target range of 4 to 6%. The central bank warned, however, that it expects the inflation rate to rise again. The BOJ said it will continue to closely monitor the global and domestic economic environment for potential risks to Jamaica's inflation rate. Investment firm Roots Financial is growing its presence in the food and restaurant industry with its latest acquisition. Roots last week announced it acquired 100% of popular restaurant chain Mother's Enterprises. According to Roots, the acquisition is part of its plan to create a Caribbean network of integrated businesses. Roots Financial is already in the food industry through its investment in Quick Cart. The United States is inching closer to a shutdown as members of Congress remain divided on raising the debt ceiling. The U.S. debt ceiling is a spending limit set by Congress that determines how much money the government can borrow. The current limit is set at $31.4 trillion US dollars. If the House of Representatives cannot agree on a spending plan and a new debt ceiling by June 1, it could result in the U.S. defaulting on its debt. That would mean the government could not borrow any more money or pay all of its bills. It would also threaten to wreak havoc on the global economy, affecting prices and mortgage rates in other countries.
What's Hot was brought to you by JMMB Group, your best interest at heart.